Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Now, I don't think I actually did a video on the previous one actually, but I'm on my way to getting the old Foch. I like my tank destroyer, and come across it many times on the battlefield. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, the journey here, unfortunately, was pretty painful. Let's not lie about that one. It was pretty bad. Pretty much up to here. I mean, that was alright. But I think the first one in the sort of... I'm not even going to call this a Foch. Actually, just have a quick look at something. Out of interest. So between the two, going from the AMX 48 to the Foch, you're looking around about same engine, same top speed, traverse pretty much the same. Hull armour, slightly better front hull armour. Shell, obviously the shell damage is just a lot better, isn't it? Let's be honest. There's not much in it between actually the AMX and the Foch. I think, you know, the big one is obviously going to be this one. Still, the hull armor is only 180mm, isn't it? But I think, you know, with this tank, it's not really to do. Well, you know, you could say actually, you know, it's obviously the armor's bloody helps, but it's more the sloping on it, isn't it? Look at the degree of angle of sloping on that. But obviously from the front, you know, when someone's looking at you, this huge bar here is such an obvious thing to shoot. And obviously all the little weak spots normally, you know, and the gun port and so on. Now, look, you know, how do I actually compare this against my other tank destroyers? Like, you know, the objects and the ISUs and the SUs. Speed. Oh my god, look at this game I'm in. Speed. And you got speed with this thing. If you think you're going to flank a Foch, I would think twice. Because this thing can bloody move. And not only that, the turning, it's just rapid. Like the rapid response unit this thing is. Okay, you know, you don't get the high alpha guns like you do on some other tanks, but at the same time, you know, you can maneuver to different spots very quickly. You know, you're not a sitting duck. Now, you can look at it in the other way. You can say, look, I can sit in one position, do high alpha, you know, 750 to 1,000 damage per shot, possibly kill them in 2 shots before they get to you. With this one, I would say that you want to shoot them twice and then run and move to another and then move to another location. You know, because you've got that speed, use it to your advantage. That's the thing. That's my thinking anyway. Seems to work quite well. What do I think of the armour? I mean, that's the, you know, you can ask yourself, because 180mm on the Foch is not a massive amount for a tier 10, is it? Let's be honest. I know this is not tier 10, I'm talking about the Foch now, but I mean, even this one, I mean, it's not a lot in this game. I don't think I'm going to be bouncing much. Not the best game to do a video in, is it? When you're the scout. I'm just going to take it easy, guys. I'm not going to go bossing in there. Just going to wait. We've got a leopard there going around. He's going to do his spot. Actually, I could have go to that hill over there, actually. I'm capping already. He's there, so I'm going to take a guess shot. Oh no, he's there. And the good thing about this tank, I'll tell you what, you get yourself in a good position like this. Look how I'm only showing such a small amount at the top of my tank here. Well, that's going to help me in this game, is it? But even to do damage, actually. I don't need to worry about him. Just keep putting rounds in him. Let's go for the back so we can set him on fire. He's seen me now. It's not good news. Thinking about moving now. Move now. There's I know there's 30 there and a couple other tank destroyers. So we help the man out on the cap. I just took a big hit there. E50 just looks like he's sitting behind that house. I don't think he's not gonna come out, I don't think. Even if he does, I don't think I'm going to get a shot on him from there. I can hit him for 500 and 25. That could be a low roll and something. That could have been any of that. Oh, it's going to be one of the top tiers, isn't it? Oh, it's 3 right next to us there, look. Guys, we are looking at this, aren't we? Please tell me we are. Must be behind a rock, aren't they? Oh. No chance. No way. Just give it a go. Maybe I should load... Oh, let me load up some armor piercing rounds and see if I can take them out. Go and get his T69. Oh, he's dead. Actually, we'll get some shots on that way now. I mean, look, they're not going to die now, are they? Let's be honest. Still got my premiums loaded up. I'm going to switch back now. We've got enough tanks over there on the hill. We've got half our tank force there. I need to try and get some shots on these cat, don't I? A shoe over there, look. Uh-oh, we'll get a shot on him. Bounce, really? That enough? What do you reckon? A bit of bullet drop there? No, I need to cover. I need to keep my eye on this guy, I think, because he can one-shot kill any of us. How are we doing? Not that great. I'm not feeling like bossing in there and suicide. There's no point, is there? Is he on the other side of the hill? I think he is, yeah. Nothing I can do, guys. I'm not bossing in there. Look, I'm in a bloody lowest tier tank. I'm better just sniping some stuff. No chance. As soon as I've gone out on that hill, the ISU was over there. He would have nailed me. He could have one-shotted me. Possibility. No, not a great game. Now, what I've found with this tank, I mean, a lot of the actual, as you go up through the ranks, a lot of tiers, 7 and 8, you can make money. This one's probably one of the hardest tank destroyers I've ever come across to make money. I think because of what I'm used to the ISU. Of course, every shot you're doing 700. You do 2 shots, you do 1400. And this for that round, okay, yeah, I did alright there actually, considering, considering I was down here. Better than these guys, I suppose. But, the gun, I mean, I haven't actually got the top gun for it neither. Still working on it. I mean, it's just a bloody hard grind, isn't it? I'm like 60, I've got the tracks, so I thought I'd just get them out of the way because I need it for the weight limit. And then just going to go for this one. Obviously, it's got a lot more damage, so maximum of 515. Nothing epic. But generally a good gun, so I'm sort of looking forward to that. It's a bit of a trek away. And I don't, do you know what? Actually, I was saying to one of the other guys, one of my friends, saying that basically, you can convert your XP and just get that gun, or you can grind it out. And I think if you grind it out, I think you make yourself a better player because it's harder with this gun. But the downside is it will affect your win ratio because obviously you're probably going to perform better with a bigger gun. Then again, that might not be true because the fire rate might be slightly better. Who knows? But you get the idea. Now, my thinking was, look, I think it affects your, you know, if you just go for that top gun and top stuff to start with, then your win ratio is clearly going to be better. I reckon, because obviously you have a better engine. You know, you might have a better turret, depending on what tank it is. You get the sort of general idea. That looks like a stock turret to me on that Tiger. Talking about stock turrets. Better round for me, this one, guys, isn't it? Better round than the last one. Tier 10 was a bit too much. I mean, you know, like I said, I did alright. I mean, could have done what, you know, I hate you when people, like, you go into a tier 10 game, and just because they're at the bottom, and they think, like, you know, they think, oh, I'm just going to rush in there and spot. Well, you know what? I put down a bit of damage there, you know, and it all helped.
Move out.
So I'm might plonk myself down here. Now, I tell you what, this gun is or this tank is very, very good for coming over the brow of hills. You can really, really sort of minimise the amount of tank you're showing. Could be dangerous sitting here, guys. Danger.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Just as well, he's a slow-moving target, eh? I'll get another one in here.
Penetration.
Oh, yes. Come on, let me have him.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Pull back a little bit now, just not take the mic. What about that Black Princess there? We've got T69 on the hill there. He can get a shot on me. To deal with that Black Princess, I think. Now, do you know what? That is so... There's not enough there, is there? Let me move back a little bit. You move back a little bit there. Need to sort this Black Princess out, don't we? Tell you what, start taking away some of his cover, I think. There we go. No cover now. Nice. So far, so good. Now, I'm a little bit worried about over here. So we'll do a little bit of spotting over here, because it seems a bit quiet over here, isn't it? I can get a shot on him. I just probably could. If I don't want to face my tank sideways, though, really. Got to take that shot, don't I? And that one. Stay there, stay there. That'll do. Really? Where did that go?
Enemy armor is hit.
I think I might have actually hit the T28 in the blackness there as I was sitting there. He's coming back down.
Penetration.
Keep plonking these ones in, I think. He's still there, he's still there. Move on to him next, I can't see him. He's got a weak turret, so I know that side turret on his is weak, so I'm gonna... Oh, look, they're all coming up now. Why are these not going in? They look like they're on the side, don't they? Oh, there we go. I'm going to take out the weak, really. You know what I mean? Pick on these weaker ones.
Critical hit.
These T28's great tank. I liked it. I mean, some people might not like it, but I just thought it was a good tank. Just take one in the dark there. See if I can get lucky. Hellcat's coming in.
Critical hit. Penetration.
I see Hellcat. I know he's there. I can do that. I'm getting a bit laggy, guys, sorry.
Enemy armor is hit.
They're just lining up there, aren't they? These guys.
We didn't even scratch them.
Move my attention back on him, see if we can take out a target. Still there, Ice 3's bossing in. I can't do much about him.
That one didn't go through.
Come on. I've had one go in, so... Might go out some... Oh, should I go out some premiums? Maybe I should. No, I don't sort of want to waste them, but then again, I'm wasting ammo here. Oh, there we go. One's gone in. Oh, he's moving now. Do you know what? He sat there for so long. I mean, do you know what I mean? He's there for about 10 minutes. Sometimes it wonders you about some players, doesn't it? You would have thought after the first couple of hits, he thought, I think I might move from here. Move around this side a little bit. Spot some other tanks around here. They're all moved. The 110's moving in now. The ice is going in. Birdie's there. T28's there. Is it safe for me to cross yet? Let me give it a go. Well, oh, good armour and ISO. I say good. Sloped. Rephrase that. I think there might be someone here. Didn't see any shots come over that way, but that tank died next to me earlier and I wasn't paying attention to really who shot him. I think it was the tank on the hill. Here we go. God, he's miles away. One more shot. Is it going to get down the slope? Nope. Well, that was a good game. I didn't really test out the armour there, though, did I? 3,500 damage, so that was a better game. Didn't use any premiums, but I did fire a lot of rounds at that bloody T-32, didn't I? Oh, it takes a second here. That is not bad, actually. That was actually a non... Was that a... Look. That was a really good round, actually. I did look. I see. I must have done more than I thought there. Look, 4,100. That was some of them shots into the black there, wasn't it? That was on that T28. When I was aiming for that the IS and the T32. The shots were going past in the T28. And obviously, you don't pick it up on a log. But wow, what a good game. Enjoyed that. 25,000. Now you see what I'm getting at. I mean, 25,000 is not a lot. I could do 2,000 damage and make 25,000 off of them. You know. I'm not saying that, oh, you know, I can't make money out of this tank. What I'm saying is you even struggle to grind it out with a premium account, even on a 54% win ratio. You know, just, around about that anyway. I mean, that's what I've found so far, but I've only had it 2 weeks. So, see how we get on. So, good round. Like I said, you just got to make the best of, the rounds as you go, and whatever your tier you're in. If I jump into a tier 10, well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? There's not much I can do about that. So fingers crossed. And looks like a tier 10. Oh dear. But the good thing about this, look, I could be going in. I mean, look, the Ice Shoe's got a big gun. He's an ear. I mean, his advantage is he's got a big gun. He's in a tier 10 game with a tier 10 gun. I'm in a tier 10 game with an okay gun. Because I haven't got the top gun yet, but I have speed in my favour and manoeuvrability. The downside is that they have 2 T54s and they've also got speed. In fact, the Foch 1.5 is probably not something I want to come across really, but So where do you go then? If you're in my situation now, where's the best spot to go?
Roll out.
Oh, I think I just have to take a bit of a supporting role in this one. It's never good when you're doing a video to go the way you don't normally go, is it? You know. Oh, E100's going that way. 110, 2 tanks, 3, 4, and we've got too many going that way, really. Could always shoot down the tracks, can I? That's a plan. We've got no artillery, so we're not expecting to see the fast tanks fly in our base, are we? So. Now they're all going over that hill. They're either all going to die or we're going to kill everyone that's rushed in. Well, there we go. Probably going to all die by the looks of it. Not really happy in this spot here, as you can sense. I'm a bit tense. Go down here with another Jag Panther 2. Oh, there's a T-54 now coming along the track as well. At that angle, no chance. I'm going to go and join the rest of them. T-54 me, not going to go down well, is it? If I can defend the flank. E100. What about that T-54 now? It looks like he's moved off. He's gone down the other end anyway. Thank God for that. Now I'm going to try and use my speed now to my advantage and get around. See if I can get on the rear of the C-100. It might sound like a bit psycho, but just one thing I have got here, and that's speed. It's the only thing I can use in my favour at the moment. Let's be honest. He didn't make it. This is why I didn't come around that corner. We're doing alright. I haven't really done anything. This is probably one bad round, really. I've just spectated from a distance. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Thank God for that. I got lucky there, didn't I? I do not want to blow that cover away. That was bloody lucky, wasn't it? My God. That was a direct hit from an E100. I don't even know where it went there. Can't even see it, but I'm going to go round anyway and give them a bit of what for. Well, try. not look at me. Do not look at me. I'm not here. I'm not here. You cannot see me.
Enemy armor is hit.
Well, I can't believe that shot did not penetrate me earlier, but that was just bloody lucky. I might just go and cap now, aren't I? I'm not going to get the T-54, are we? Get your cap points as well. I'm the only one going. They're probably all going to hate me and call me a noob, but what the hell? I need every point I can get from this terrible round. Well, I was going to say, I can't say that was a good round. That'd be lying, wouldn't it? But look, what the hell? Oh, wow, that's pretty... I don't think I've had that one before, actually. Wow. Something I don't get very often. Yeah, I know. Pretty fucking bad. I'm going to lie about that, but... I survived. In fact, I was extremely lucky to survive that shot with the E100 there when I don't even know where it went in. I'm sure it went in on the side somewhere. Unless he just clipped to... He might, I mean, it's flat as anything, isn't it? I must have just got extremely lucky. He must have hit... Even if he hit me in the tracks with that sort of gun. Unless he hit me right at the front here and it shot out the other side. I was extremely lucky. Well, guys, look, a couple of rounds. I mean, I'm going to do another video when I get the bigger gun. So I look forward to doing that. And do you know what? I actually enjoy the tank. do you know what? I'm still not sure about the armor. It is good. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying. Actually, someone actually asked me that they had the 46 and they said, well, what do you think about the 48? Has it got better armor? Because that's all we want to know. Because you particularly think that with these tank destroyers. Now, if you wiggle the tank when someone's facing you front on, it's, you know, you've got to do that. Because if the stats say there's a percentage chance that when you're moving that you're going to get a bounce and they're facing towards you and they're trying to aim at a weak spot, you've just got to do it. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you do it? I mean, why would you sit there and let them aim on a weak spot? You know, and you might as well increase the chance of a bounce. On that basis, yeah, I have. There's well, I say many a times, quite a few times I've faced an enemy target and I've wiggled this tank and it's bounced. And there has been occasions where from over 300 meters away, I've taken 7 shots in the front and taken 4,500 damage, but actually haven't taken any damage. And that was a Tiger and a couple of other tanks, but where were they shooting? This is the question. You know, you got to ask yourself, were they shooting here? Were they shooting here? You know, I had some shots around here, but if they would have aimed for this or this, it probably would have gone in. So, you know, I like it. It's a good tank. But I think it's fair to say, once I get that next gun, it might be a totally different new story. It might be like, this is a brilliant tank. But we'll wait and see how it gets on. I'm enjoying it. I'd always like the Jag Panther 2. Don't get me wrong, I like the objects as well, but I like the Jag Panther 2 over the 30 because the speed. The fact that you could take out an enemy target and relocate to another location and you've got the same gun, a good, brilliant gun on that tank. Very accurate, very good gun. And this is very much the same, but the profile of the tank is just a lot lower and the frontal armor, well, it's more about frontal sloping, isn't it, really, than frontal armor on this, really, let's be honest. It's just the sloping of it. It's almost like the slope of the 30, but it's at a higher angle. But less, okay, it's not as thick, but it's the angle. And that's what's the key thing with this thing. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.